that is named after one of the greatest sons of our land, Kenya, Jaramongi Odinga. And the naming of this university really after Jaramongi is an inspiration to those of us who value the foundations of our nation and those who value the heroes that gave us the pride to call ourselves an independent, sovereign nation of Kenya. And so I'm very proud to be here, and I'm very happy to be here. And it is so appropriate that the idea of this festival was born here. I know that Jaramogi was such a Pan-Africanist. He believed in the Pan-African spirit, but he went beyond belief. He practiced Pan-Africanism. And so it is so appropriate that we celebrate a cultural renaissance on the grounds of a university named after Jaramogi Odinga. I'm happy to be here. I'm also happy to be in Bondo. Bondo has really grown in leaps and bounds. I'm happy to be in this, in the county led by my learned senior and great friend and brother, James Agre Orengo, the governor of this great county of Siaya. And this is the town of Baba. Tell Baba that we send him a lot of greetings with a lot of honor and respect for the contribution he has and continues to make to the country called Kenya. So all around, it's an amazing experience to be here. But I came here to deliver a message from His Excellency President Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, and Commander-in-Chief of our Defense Forces, whom you had invited to grace this occasion. But because of a clash in his diary, he's in Baringo County right now for another engagement. He asked me to come here, not accidentally, but because my ministry is now responsible for the arts. And for the first time in the architecture of the government of the Republic of Kenya, we now have a whole department dedicated to the arts. So the artists of Kenya, you now have a home in the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Sports, and the Arts. And so I'm here to deliver a message from His Excellency the President. But before I deliver this message, Professor, let me assure you that His Excellency the President is very eager to visit this great university. I know that you have a brand new, spanking new research center, and I'll be delivering a message to the President today to join you at the official opening of that center, of this university. Let me deliver His Excellency the President's message. And I emphasize this, that is why we now have a whole department of the arts. And this department will promote all the creatives, fine art, music, theater, film, all of them will be fully supported, and they have all been consolidated under the Department of the Arts in the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Sports, and the Arts. And so you now have a home. Mambo yenu imekuwa inatangatanga all over the place, mara muko department hii, mara mnatafuta usaidizi department ile. Now you have a home, the Department of the Arts in my ministry. And just to show you how serious government is, you are aware that only a couple of days ago, Kenya played host to a state visit by His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa, President of the Republic of South Africa. And during that state visit, the only agreement signed between Kenya and South Africa was a co-production agreement in audio-visual production that will see Kenya and South Africa collaborate in this sector of the arts. And very soon, we are going to be churning out co-production deals between Kenyan artists and South African artists. We already have an invitation on the table to the next Africa Month program that celebrates the Africa Day in South Africa. And the next Africa Month program will be graced by Kenya as the guest of honor, and I'll be traveling to South Africa with a big delegation, some of whom will be picked from your network here, including some of your best performers. And so we want to see film, music, and other artistic forms co-produced between Kenya and South Africa. We want to see South African filmmakers shooting in Kenya, Kenyan filmmakers shooting in South Africa under that co-production agreement. And this is part of Africanizing our content and taking pride in the authentic African identity in our content. You know the founding fathers of this African continent, and I mentioned Jaramongi, who is a founding father of the African spirit. People like Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, Kwame Nkrumah, who belong in that family of the fathers of the African spirit. They expected us to be proud of being who we are. They expected us to be more excited about African socks and not some Venezuelan socks or some socks filmed in some strange places whose cultural values we barely have any connection with. And so we want to make African content to be the core content for our populations. But most importantly, we want to make the creative industry a big employer. We want to make the creative industry a big driver of our economy. You may not know this, but Nigeria, one of Africa's giant economies, over 200 million people population, a renowned petro economy, an economy with a huge portion of oil as a driver of that economy. You may want to know that even with all those factors, the biggest employer in Nigeria is the creative economy, is the film industry, is the music industry. That is the biggest employer in Nigeria. Not the oil industry, not government, the creative sector. We want to make the creative sector a big generator of employment and a big driver of our economy. And you are the people to do it. There are certain things we will be doing with you. We want to set up a full-fledged center of excellence in the arts. Full-fledged center that will be a one-stop shop where you can train, where you can incubate your creative ideas and watch it grow, and you can then launch it, where you can record in a state-of-the-art environment, a one-stop shop for the sector, a center of excellence. And we'll be rolling out this very soon. Perhaps it may be located in one of the universities. And so, Professor, you may want to start lobbying right now for this center to find residents. And because of the respect and honor we have for Jaramongi, you may just have a head start. Otherwise, asanteni sana. I'm very excited to see the talent we have among our people. Once upon a time, our parents believed mtoto akionyesha hamu ya kuwa mwanamuziki ama ya kuwa mwigizaji, ulikuwa unaambiwa wewe umeanza ukora. Umeanza kuwa na nini? Na ukora. It was deemed that being predisposed towards music, towards dance, towards acting was something to be discouraged. Not anymore. And with the CBC mindset of allowing each child to pursue the talent God has invested them with the education frame of allowing the fishes to swim and the monkeys to climb trees, and not to force a fish to climb a tree and a monkey to swim. We will unleash the potential of everybody in areas where they are best talented. Asante sana. Nimaliza na kusema ya kwamba the organizers of this event have informed me that they have been struggling with awarding the best items. And that is why I have requested the president, and I have also discussed with the Cabinet Secretary for Education, my good friend and brother Ezekiel Masholu, and the Cabinet Secretary sends his best wishes. He was supposed to be here with me, but he's chairing a critical meeting now as I address you back in Nairobi. But he's fully supportive of this program. This program is actually going to be run jointly between my ministry and his ministry. We have agreed, as has been announced in the president's speech, that this program and this festival will now be properly funded, and the funding will extend to awards for your best items. We cannot talk about commercializing the creative industry, monetizing the creative industry, when we do not give cash incentives to those who perform at the source of the river. And so starting with the next festival, I was parachuted into this festival only last night, but now I'm aware of what is going on. I have seen what is going on. So the next festival will be better prepared, we'll have a budget, we'll support it, and we'll also have a vote for awards. For this one, I'm told we are only awarding Mr. and Mrs. Kupa. They are the only ones who have something to award. Okay. So I'm told you have some resources to award Miss and Mr. Kupa, and I say we cannot only award the pageantry. However little, you must be able to give something to all the other participants. Lazima ujikakamue bwana. Lazima ujikakamue ili kila artist ambaye ameperform hapa apate kitu. Si ndio ama namna gani? Na kukusaidia kujikakamua, I will make some donation of 500,000 shillings to help so that all the items that have been presented here. So it gives me great pleasure to acknowledge and applaud the 4th Kenya University's Performing Arts and Film Association, COPA, Drama, Beauty Pageantry, Visual Arts, and Film Festival. I congratulate the 2,500 performing artists from 40 public and private universities for showcasing their talents in this festival, bringing together a total of 228 items that have been performed here. We appreciate the growth of COPA from Drama and Film Festival at Presbyterian University in 2018, Drama and Film Festival at Pine University in 2019, Drama and Film and Music in 2021 at Mary University of Science and Technology, and the current festival, Drama, Beauty, Pageantry, Visual Arts and Film at Jaramongi Odinga University of Science and Technology. This is commendable. We congratulate all the stakeholders, Ministry of Education, State Department of University Education and Research, Jaramongi Odinga University of Science and Technology Management, the local organizing committee, all the university participating teams, drama patrons, corporate bodies, and organizations supporting performing arts for their combined efforts in making the festival such a big success. The festival theme, Shaping Societal Development Through Performing Arts, captures the association's goals to empower the youth socioeconomically through performing arts and development of local content for stage, film, and television. This resonates well with the government's agenda of economic empowerment of the youth through art and sports. The government is impressed with KUPA's achievements in the promotion of artistic activities. We commend the association for managing a student-centered and research-driven festival. Ministry recognition and registering as a member of the International Drama, Theatre and Education Association, IDEA. The inclusion of representatives of State Department of University Education, Kenya University's Dean of Students Association, KUTSA, and KUPA Student Council in its management allows all stakeholders to be involved in decision-making. We acknowledge Kenya's highly talented youth in creative work, including performing arts, visual arts, film, and various artistic activities. The government is aware of the challenges faced in the creative economy. To this end, the government has committed to resolving the challenges within this creative industry. We commit to work with stakeholders to provide incentives, capacity building, and other support for the creative industry. The government is aware of the financial challenges faced by the association in management of artistic activities and request by the association for budgetary support from the requisite State Department. We commit to provide financial support and incentives for artistic activities through the State Department of University Education and Research, working together with the new Department of the Arts. All future festivals and artistic activities, starting with your next one, will be funded through this mechanism. We commit to work with the various stakeholders to expand the space for creativity, including freedom of expression and protection of intellectual rights. We call upon requisite government organizations such as the Kenya Copyright Board, KECOBO, Kenya Film Commission, KFC, and the Kenya Film Classification Board, KFCB, to play their role in protection of intellectual rights and promotion of artistic activities. We commit to mainstream the creative economy in brand Kenya and commercial diplomacy, including appointing accomplished artists as creative sector personalities and our cultural ambassadors. In this regard, the KUPA talented students will be considered by the government in this respect. I take this opportunity to thank all stakeholders supporting artistic activities and the performing arts who participated in the festival. And His Excellency the President says, God bless KUPA and God bless Kenya. President is very keen to support the creative economy.